So one of the questions that I get about the blogs a lot is how to set them up. So I recommend that your blogs each have a title and a date. You can, right now the blog page is set up as one page. You can add subpages under this one page if you wanted to organize your blogs according to topic. That's up to you. Otherwise, I recommend that each entry, like the last entry, goes on top so that it's kind of in order from the most recent entry down to the least recent entry. So like if I did a blog and I entered it today, I would have a title for my blog and I would have a date for my blog, and it would be for today's date on top. And then if I had done one last week, it would come underneath, so that will be the closest one, that the nearest one that you've just done would be on the top. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I guess you can't talk to me, but I hope that makes sense. So your blogs. Also, another question I get a lot is, can you use discussion board posts? So yes, but I would recommend that your blog be a little bit less formal writing probably than what you would normally do in a discussion post. Usually a blog is, and it's you reflecting on what you're learning. But yes, it is actually okay for you. Now, I would remove any hint that this is a discussion post entry. I mean, you want this to seem like this is you reflecting on what you're learning. So think about the things that you're learning that really stand out to you, and what would you like to say as you're reflecting on those things. Blogs are a great place to include some photographs, some images. Let's take a look at James Hunter's ePortfolio. So this is James's landing page, and there's his professional photo. Looks great. He's teaching English language arts right now. And he's got his LinkedIn profile here. He's talking about his ePortfolio. Let's take a look at his blog reflections page. All right, so James is linking documents in his blog, which is completely fine. And so instead of like writing his blog out here, he's actually linking documents. You can do that. I always recommend that you actually do both. So if you're going to link a document, I would also have the text written in here, just because most people, for usability standards, most people don't want to have more clicks. Fewer clicks is better. So if they don't have to click on something to go there, they're going to be more likely to read it. I love his image here. He's talking about regarding the issue of whether knowledge management is the future trend for information professionals. And then as we go down, what is the impact of the digital revolution on libraries and information centers? I find that title really interesting. Anything with revolution, I'm like, the digital revolution? I want to read more about that. So if you go down a little bit further, you can see school libraries, information organizations attempt to provide high-level services to all potential users. Is this possible? I don't know. Is it possible? I really want to read to find out. And you can see he's got another picture here. Now you can change the size of your images. These can be whatever size you want them to be. But I love his titles. I think, and you know, having a title posed as a question, that kind of makes you think, well, yeah, I want to know the answer. So it kind of makes you want to click on that link and say, what is the answer? But this also gives you a little bit of a glimpse into James's personality too, and he's doing an excellent job really here of kind of using headlines. And you see this on a lot of news sources. They use headlines to grab your attention and make you want to look and see, what is this about? And what am I going to find out when I click this link? That's how they get you to click on the links, right? So think about that as you're putting your blogs together. How can you make the titles of your blogs make people want to read more? Because that's really what your blog is kind of about, is saying, this is something really interesting, and I think you're going to want to read it too.